team sells and other teams sell, and it all can get very different in that 4 weeks.
Yeah.
With many, as I said before, waiting perhaps to get a better deal, a cheaper deal by leaving it late on. But yeah, I think there's good reasons why that perhaps should be the window should close when the season starts, because that would still be 2 or 3 months of an open transfer window,
Yeah.
and it just seems to make sense to terminate it before they get into the season. But what do I know? There are greater minds than mine which will make those decisions.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Now, what's his name? Jadon Sancho is willing to.
He crops up every time, doesn't he?
He does, doesn't it? He does, doesn't it? I don't know how he does it. He's such a lucky guy, you know.
Well,
He's so lucky. He's so. Can you imagine how much they paid for him, and now he's unsellable? You know, he
it was
can
about
never
80,
get
was it
that.
80 million, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah. I think
Yeah.
was it 8 million. Yeah, you can't get that amount for him now. You know, and he knows it. So anyway, he's willing to take a pay cut to rejoin Borussia Dortmund. A
Right.
pay cut. A pay cut. Now, what comes to my mind straight away is, I mean, what? How much do you think they're gonna offer him? That he's got that amount. He's got he's
Yeah.
got that price tag on his head,
Yeah.
and then he's really is he taking a pay cut for 20 million, 10 million? I don't know. I don't understand what's going on there, but I just think the guy, you know, he's got more gem than strawberry. let's put it out.
That's a very good way of putting it.
Let's
The,
put it
the only
that
thing I
way.
would say,
Yeah.
somebody, you could say he's fortunate, and I don't want to be hard on the guy in any personal way,
No,
but
no.
what I would say is when Man United bought him, that was their decision. I mean, he didn't go to them, please buy me, please give me this, please. Or their scouting system, whatever it is, like any club,
Mm,
someone saw him, presumably a few times, and they decided he fitted the bill for them.
yeah,
And I think my own view is that clearly he's got something, because he went out on loan, didn't he,
he
last
did.
season towards the end. And
Yeah.
I saw him once or twice on Match of the Day or whatever it was, and I thought he did better there than I'd seen him at Manchester United. Perhaps perhaps he was played out of position or whatever. He clearly has something as a footballer, otherwise he'd
He
never
does.
be in
Yeah.
that position. Maybe we could say he's fortunate, but to earn the money he's obviously, obviously earning. But I would in no way blame the player unless he starts getting a bit of an attitude towards the fans and the club. He didn't ask to go there. He's obviously done his best. My own view is, at Man United, I was never overly impressed with him. I didn't see him with that spark of star quality that
Nah.
players who are genuinely star quality um, would have. But again, I don't think that's his fault. It's the fault of perhaps a scout or scouts, the system, whereby they must have looked, because they do look very carefully at players, the clubs
They
these
do.
days, before they lay out millions of pounds in a fee and in wages and salary.
Yeah.
And somehow it went wrong, because he doesn't seem to fit an £80 million player. And I mean, I think, as we said, Isak is a very good player. But again, whether that 130 million feel will hang around his neck like a millstone, um, it could do, because some players they think, obviously the fans want someone to justify the fee, and if he doesn't quite produce, but he's a great player. But yeah, I sort of feel a bit Sancho. A bit. Sancho doesn't, multi-millionaire Sancho doesn't need me to feel sorry for him. But all I'd say is I wouldn't blame him, the fact that he's in that situation. If he says
Yeah.
he'll take a pay cut, well, I suppose he knows that's the only way he's going to get a game each week, by
Yeah,
going to a club who will play him. Otherwise, he
yeah.
can sit there and earn his money on the subs bench or not on the subs bench and do nothing. But that's not good for anybody's
No,
sense of self, their ego, and their sportsmanship or their sport.
that's
So
that's very true. That's very
I
true.
wish him. I wish him well. I wish him well.
We wish him well, don't we? Now we cannot talk about Jadon Sancho without talking about Marcus Rashford.
No, we can't. That's right.
They're
So
they're
Barcelona,
like twins.
here he's gone.
So he's
Barcelona.
gone to Barcelona. Now I thought Barcelona bought him outright. I didn't know he's going on loan. So he's still a Manchester United property
Yeah,
at
it
the
was
end of the
not. I
day.
would have been surprised if they bought him outright,
Yeah, I
because I
thought they
think,
bought him.
yeah, I think any potential buyer would always be looking at the way it's to say he's gone off the rails is a bit unfair. I don't mean that in any
No.
particularly negative way, but he's lost a lot of his concentration and his focus as a footballer for
Yeah.
whatever reason. We don't really know, but he had an attitude issue with Man United.
Hmm.
We don't know the full ins and outs of that. But,
No, don't.
I'd have been surprised if any club would have laid out a big fee for him, even though on his day he's a very good footballer, because I think the jury's out. They're going to want to see at Barcelona whether he does the business, whether he loses interest, whether he turns up for training and all the rest of it, because he does seem to have a propensity to not focus, to not just live the life of a professional footballer where everything
Hmm.
else is taken care for you and you're just expected to do the business, because on his day he can do that. But yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not surprised they're
Hmm.
only loaning him, but he's got the carrot, hasn't he? Of if he does the business, if he plays like he can on a regular basis,
Hmm.
they could well buy him. That Man
Yeah.
United would probably then, am I right or wrong? I don't know. Take a reduced fee just to finally offload him.
Yeah.
Whether
Yeah.
Man United are still responsible for some of his salary, that often is the case, isn't it? On a loan,
On a
we
loan,
don't
yeah.
know, but he's got the chance to prove himself,
It's,
and with
yeah.
one of the best teams in the world. And good luck to him if he does it.
Yeah. We wish him the best. We love him. We love him, don't
Yeah,
we? Yeah, we do. Now, I think Tottenham Hotspur, they've got another issue on their hands now, in form of an injury to James Maddison.
yeah,
So
an ACL, isn't it? He's done his
yeah,
what's it? He's done his knee.
yeah, that's like a
Yeah,
Rodri incident where
not Rodney.
Rodney.
Let's not bring Rodney into this, please. We don't do politics.
Yeah, so they've got a bit of a Rodri incident on their
Rodri,
hands, where, he might potentially miss a chunk of the season, due to
six
this.
months or so. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that's a big chunk, isn't it? Because we're talking past December now.
Mm.
Uh,
Oh yeah.
into the, we're talking past December into the new year. So, and even then, he'll still have to undergo some form of fitness
Of
test
course.
to come back. Right. Now they signed on. They took on the manager from. I mean, we've only got a minute, but they took on the manager from Spurs. They took on the manager from Brentford, didn't they? Can't remember
Yep.
his name now.
Franks. Yeah, Franks, isn't
Yeah,
it?
is it? Yeah, yeah. Um,
Thomas Franks. Thomas
Thomas, yeah,
Franks.
that's it. Yeah. Well, we hope that he does better there than than our
I
friend
think he's good. I
Ange.
think you can see it. You can see it in him. He's sort of he's bursting with, well, good energy, but desire, and which I'm sure transfers to his players. He's
Yeah,
the sort of guy as a footballer I think you want to play for. He's football, right through him, all down the middle, like an old stick of rock with the name of the place in it. I think it's in his DNA, and I think he'll be quite successful there, because it's a
that's fine.
step up quality wise. Despite last season, it's a step
Yeah,
up from Brentford. No disrespect to Brentford, they're a
yeah,
very good side,
yeah.
but good luck to
Right.
him
So,
as well. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, of course. Yeah. Now, this is all we've got time for. Do you want to do the closing remark, please? Please.
Yeah, the time, as always, seems to go very quickly. But there we are. We've talked about a few matters football, and we didn't mention the women this week. Still basking in their recent success of
Uh,
the Euros win. So well done to the women again. Anyway, I'm Trevor Gear, and he calls me bruv.
and I'm Emmy Hikins, and he calls me Cuz, and you've been watching and listening to the Football Referee. It's a goodbye from me.
Goodbye from me too.